Hey beautiful people, it's Courtney. Welcome back. Today I have a 100% honest review of Slime by Nicole Jacklyne's new slime shop revamp. So I'm super excited to share it with you guys. And I'm currently having a giveaway for a $200 Visa gift card running until the end of August. So all you have to do is subscribe to this channel and my vlog channel, which I'll link in the description for you. And of course, I'll also link my own slime shop as always down below. Got a new restock coming soon that I am super excited about, so stay tuned for that. But without further ado, let's hop into this video. So this was such a awesome package. Nicole reached out to me to see if I'd be interested in reviewing them, and my gosh, did she send a ton of slimes. So there were so many, they couldn't all fit in this video, so click the like button if you want to see part 2 of this video, and I will definitely do that for you. But there was so many slimes in here, I just couldn't believe it. I just kept picking them out, and I was like, wait, there's more and more and more. So without further ado, let's jump into it. So this first slime is Vizco Girl, and I love this little scrunchie it comes with in this cute little DIY clay. It looks like a scrunchie as well. So I think this one, the theme is super cute, and your girl loves a good scrunchie. So the colors on this are beautiful. Now the base is kind of like a clear bit of metallic, and the base itself was a tad bit sticky, but I think it works well with this slime just because the clay helps it and it comes into a perfect consistency once you mix it together. And I mean, look at this. When you start to swirl it, it is absolutely beautiful. It just has a nice kind of like berry scent, I would say. But yeah, overall, I really enjoyed this slime and think it's such a good deal for everything it comes with. Next, we have Blue Raspberry Twinkie, and this is another beautiful slime. It kind of has a clay top again with like a clear bottom. So we're kind of looking at the same consistency as the previous slime, just different colors. And this one is so pretty. Now the scent I wasn't a huge fan of, and I think I've kind of pinpointed like what it was. So I could pick up the blue raspberry kind of mixed with like a bakery Twinkie scent. And I think I'm just not a fan of the Twinkie fragrance because when I actually review Twinkie Red, I could smell it more in that, and I wasn't a huge fan. So that's just kind of my own personal preference. But the slime itself was really nice, very, very stretchy, and again, beautiful colors and so fun to mix together. It kind of gives like a little bit of, I don't even know what kind of texture you would call this, but it's just super nice once the clay and the clear mix together. This next slime is called Unicorn Fruity Pebbles, and of course scented like Fruity Pebbles. This one was a tad bit sticky, not too bad, but it was really like, it felt like a white glue slime. I could be wrong. I don't know if there's a little bit of clear in there as well, but this had some foam beads and some sprinkles, so it was beautiful. Now, I loved this slime for the crunchiness. The bubble pops were unreal. I don't know if I mentioned it. It was scented like Fruity Pebbles, but kind of goes along with the name. But yeah, this one definitely a super crunchy slime. I love floams and semi-floams for this reason. They give the best bubble pops, so this one was really awesome. Now next we have this Cosmowanda colored slime, and shout out to Fairly Odd Parents, one of my favorite shows as a kid. But I was actually really impressed that considering both of the slimes were like the same, both the colors were the same texture, I was really surprised that it didn't mix during shipping, just because typically they would. But this seems like it was kind of like the Nickelodeon glue, I'm guessing, but it was great for poking. And I wasn't a huge fan of the color it mixed into because it was kind of like an orangish brown, but I was like shocked that it didn't come mixed. Honestly, I thought that was so cool, and it did leave a tiny little bit of slime pieces, as you could see on the table a little bit, but I've had that same thing with like Nickelodeon glue before. And yeah, so overall I was really shocked again that it didn't mix, and it was great for poking, and it came with the little pearl beads to add in as well. Now this next slime is Twinkie Red, which is one of her best sellers. Now I can't remember if she ended up like revamping this recipe or not. I've never tried it before, and I know everybody's always like very shocked and surprised by the actual texture of this one. So I didn't really know what to expect, but I honestly just wasn't a huge fan of this one. It kind of had a wet consistency to it even after I combined it all. It was just very wet and soft. I think it was, I don't know. I don't really know what type of slime this is. It feels kind of like a cloud cream. There might be a little bit of clay, but again, the Twinkie scent I wasn't a huge fan of just because it smelled more kind of like chemicals to me versus fragrance. Maybe there was too much fragrance. Maybe that could be the cause of the scent, and the texture that was a little bit wetter. But yeah, there's definitely some fake snow in there, possibly some clay, and I don't know, did she change this recipe? Let me know in the comments down below, because I've seen it in videos before and I think it might have been different than this. I'm not quite sure. Anyways, going on to this next slime is another bestseller. I know that she's had this one for a while. It's called Jaclyns Loaf. Now this one was a little wet at first. As you can see, once I mixed it in, it was perfect, but I think it's kind of the same deal. Maybe there was just a little too much fragrance in combination with the clay that makes it a little wet and oily, because I wasn't a huge fan of this scent either. It smelled like cinnamon, but then more chemical smell, I guess. But the texture of this slime was my absolute favorite out of all of them. It was very thick, very holdable, like smooth and buttery. And like I said, once I combined it all together, it wasn't wet at all. It just needed like a good mixing together. So the texture on this one was awesome, and I really enjoyed this one. This next slime is called Fruity Pebbles Butter Bar, and this one is like a purplish pink color, and it has some fun extras, little Fimo slices in it, and it's scented kind of like a variety of different cereal fragrances. And this is also a really nice consistency. This was similar to the previous one, but I did enjoy the Jaclyns Loaf better because it was a little bit thicker. This one had a thinner clay slime consistency, but still overall really nice, very like stretchy, spreadable, all that good stuff. So yeah, the color was really pretty. I just really liked the thickness of the previous one. Not sure if there was more clay in it or something like that, but yeah, really enjoyed them. Last but not least, we have Peanut Butter Fudge Twinkie, and this one really pretty. It didn't mix together, which huge bonus points. However, it was really stiff, almost like a pure clay slime almost. I think in a week or two it'll be an awesome texture, and the scent on this one was actually a lot better in my opinion than the Twinkie Red. I'm not sure if that Twinkie scent is in this, but I'm picking up more on the chocolate and the peanut butter, and it smells really good. So I did really like the scent on this one. It just was a little bit stiff and kind of like a rubbery texture. It would retract on itself a little bit, and it was a little hard to stretch and squeeze. But again, I think in a week or two this should settle a little bit and will be the perfect consistency, probably very similar to Jaclyns Loaf, but the scent on this one definitely was really good. Thank you guys so much for watching. Smash that like button if you want to see part 2, because there's still a ton more awesome slimes I have to share with you guys, and I'll talk to you really soon. Bye.